Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to our Total War Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires Let's Play, where we're playing as Karl Franz, and where the struggle to defend the Empire continues forever. Yes, we've taken care of the Vampire Counts, and yes, I am still celebrating that even 2 sessions later, but now we have all these issues to the north. We've got Azazel leading the Ecstatic Legions, we've got their vassals, the Sarl, and we separately have Throt leading Clan Moulder. And that's just to the north. All the way to the south, and on the other side of the Empire, we have a different struggle with the Blackstone Post and the Barrow Legion that holds it. I'm just not sure how we're going to dislodge its army that's sort of stationed there, as well as the garrison within. We have to try and pull that army out and defeat it separately so that we can put the garrison under siege and slowly cause some attrition, and Nicholas can finally take the Blackstone Post. Otherwise, I think Nicholas is just going to act as a bit of a defender of the realm, preventing these guys from coming through and taking Gisuru and Fort Berge-Bray. It's unfortunate, but I think that's Nicholas's reality until some other army is able to come and assist him. And our other armies, unfortunately, are preoccupied at the moment. Of course, the army formerly led by Gotrek and now led by Ulrich is rushing up north to try and protect Hergig from a pending rebellion, and also trying to assist, of course, Ubel up over here against all these dangerous threats, while all the way to the other side of the Empire over here, we have Karl Franz currently preoccupied with trying to secure another gold mine to try and improve our economy. I think after Karl is done up over here, we're going to move him next to Nicholas to help him on that other front. You know, old friends back together again. Now folks, we have hit episode 20, which is absolutely amazing in my eyes. If you've been enjoying this series, if you would like to see it continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by hitting the like button down below and perhaps leaving a comment as well. And on the note of it being episode 20, just want to mention, if you haven't yet subscribed because you weren't sure if this series was going to continue, if you were going to enjoy it, well, we're 20 episodes in, so if you have been enjoying it, maybe consider subscribing if you haven't already. Now, with that said, I did want to assign some more unit names for episode 20. I've got a couple for Ulrich's army, and I've got one for Karl's army as well. So why don't we go ahead and dive into that, and then we'll kick the action off immediately afterwards. So in Ulrich's army, we first have the Twilight Swords. They no longer remembered a time before the horrors. For weeks, or was it years, they had fought all manner of nightmare. Undead creatures that lurched and growled, flesh hanging from destroyed faces. Horrible flying things, large and small. Great quick hounds that bit and tore, and the vampires. Pale, shadowed champions of murder. Their swords had been stained black from the unnatural gore. They had grown grim. But now they were off to face new horrors, purple ones, they said. They would fight under a new shadow, and each prayed their swords would again see the light of day. Of course, commemorating the Twilight Swords and their constant effort against the horrors to the south, and now hopefully constant efforts against the horrors to the north as well. Absolutely beautiful stuff. And over here we have the Descending Suns. It is said that vampires and the undead are no match for the intense warmth and light of the sun. This company of grenade-launching outriders have taken this to heart, and they lovingly refer to their grenades as their personal suns, and there is nothing they love more than having their own suns descend into the ranks of the enemy. A manic cackle can be heard between the deafening booms, and the explosions glisten on their meticulously polished armor as the company launches volley after volley into the shambling hordes of undead. They have vowed to teach every single vampire that the only thing worse than a sun above them is a sun among them. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. And folks, to cap off the naming this session, we have a name suggestion that came through right at the beginning of this series, right at episode 1, with foresight as to what's going to happen and actually influencing some of the decision-making that's happened. Of course, the Karlberg Greatswords are now the Emperor's Guard, the finest greatswords in the realm at the Emperor's personal call only. I've been waiting for this for so very long, since episode 1, really, and I probably could have pulled the trigger on this sooner, but that first unit of Karlberg Greatswords died in an unfortunate way, so these guys instead have come through, and they're now the Emperor's Guard. Folks, keep those name suggestions coming. As always, they have a direct influence on just how I behave on the battlefield, primarily trying to keep these guys alive, but also they have an influence on the story and how we actually go about you know, building the world around the existing lore and decision making and all that good stuff. Now, really quickly over here, we're going to go ahead and upgrade Ubel. I'm going to actually finally get him sure and true that should help this army out quite a bit. And we'll add another step to Pistol Corps as well, and I'm actually going to do something that might be rather ill-advised. Many of you were suggesting Ubel should pull back into safety, come all the way back to Wolfenburg perhaps. Don't deal with these armies up over here. We have Decasaur, we have the Sarl, you know, coming with Hama Thainfrost. This is a dangerous area to be in, and I wholeheartedly agree, but we're here for some entertainment, right? I'm here to put on a show, right? So let's put on a show. Let's go ahead and merge some of these swordsmen over here. I think we'll be okay if we merge these guys. Go ahead and do that. Go ahead and pull these guys into this group over here. Yes, and go ahead and pull these guys together as well. So, yes, we're a slightly smaller army now. We might actually lose one skill level or rank level over here on these swordsmen just to make room for something more, I think, perhaps. Yes, I think so. Let's go ahead and merge you. Actually, you know what? I wouldn't be able to, if I'm doing my math correctly, I wouldn't be able to spread them and actually get rid of this unit completely. So I'd rather keep it at a strength of 32 than have it at a strength of like 6 or 8 or whatever would be left over if I try it. So we'll leave that be as is. Then separately, we're going to go ahead and merge some of these spears, I think, as well. Go ahead and get you in there. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go ahead and get you in there. Cool. That gives us 3 slots to fill using what? Using our Elector Count state troops. We're going to go ahead and get the Stubborn Bulls and the Knights of More. And yes, I've been receiving advice of where else to perhaps put them, and there are some good ideas for sure. Don't worry, these guys will come back in a handful of turns, and we'll get more of them out there. But right now, desperate times call for desperate measures. So we're going to go ahead and recruit both of these units in here. We have 1 slot left for a Regiment of Renown, and I think we'll get the Tattersouls just to make up for the weakness in the front line, right? We've lost some spears, we've lost some swordsmen, so let's get the Tattersouls in here as well. And, ooh, you know what, actually? Or do I get the artillery piece, the Sunmaker? Oh, I thought I had a very clear plan in my mind, but now that I look at it, I hesitate. Tattersouls, Sunmaker. Tattersouls, Sunmaker. Oh boy. You know what? You know what? Let's go with the Sunmaker. I can't help myself. Let's go with the Sunmaker. We'll get the Tattersouls eventually. I'm a little worried that these guys are going to die. Maybe it would have been better to just disband them instead. But we'll let them go out in a blaze of glory, right? So let's go ahead and recruit the Sunmaker there. Oh boy, I hope that wasn't a bad decision. And let's go ahead and send Ubel into this army. Decasaur will be crushed here. His army is a little damaged already, so hopefully that'll give us a bit of an advantage. I'm a little concerned about these Warhounds. I want to make sure they aren't able to get behind us, right? I have to be very careful about that, because otherwise this army is completely obliterated in no time, right? Like, these crossbows and the silver bullets here have to do a lot of heavy lifting in this upcoming battle. Let's dive on into Decasaur. He's actually willing to fight it as well. Close victory, low casualties. It is so tempting to auto-resolve this, but we know that the consequences will be more dire if I fight it myself, and that's what makes these things more interesting, isn't it? So let's go ahead and dive on in to the battlefield. Alright, folks, let's see what we can do. I am terrified. This might have been a terrible decision. I have to be, like, completely on the ball with all of my movements over here. They have a lot of hounds, don't they? They do. They have a lot of hounds on this side. They got a couple hounds on that side as well. I don't think it's a good idea to push the Pistoliers up front, unless I do it right down the middle, I suppose. But we have to be very quick on them. We got to pull them back as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and get you in guard mode. We do have an elevated sort of layout over here, so that's good. Do I put you over here, or do I push a little bit further up? Oh, these guys are going to chase us anyway, so we'll fire at them when we can fire at them. Let's leave it at that. Go ahead and get you like so, like so. Good stuff. Let's get all these guys. Actually, I mean, these guys are really nicely laid out. This is rather nicely organized. I guess the game remembers my previous layout with this army, because it's kind of maintained the shape quite a bit, eh? Though, of course, some of the units are missing now. Let's get these cavalry units in the trees, perhaps, coming in as a surprise. Kind of scary because they're kind of far away, but this should allow us to push in against maybe these Marauder Horsemen and then get some rear charges into their frontline units when the engagements actually begin. Let's go ahead and get these guys being the front line, I think. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to do this kind of a thing. Sorry, I meant to do that. Get these guys up front like so. So we have our spears with shields up front. They should be able to hold the line, hopefully. We'll get these swords behind the spears with shields. Sure, they're not going to... I really hope... They're probably going to die. Let's be real here. Ubel, scoot you over to here. He'll be assisting all these guys, firing from a safe distance, hopefully not getting engaged. And let's get our spears actually blocking access to all these ranged units. And, of course, to the artillery as well. Why are you back over here? You should be up front as well. There we go. Sure, let's do that. They don't have anything airborne, I don't think, so I can at least rest a little assured about that. This is not feeling so good. Let's go ahead and push you up over there, and let's push you like so. We've got to be very careful about gaps. I need to keep my eyes on just all the spaces that the Warhounds can come through from, right? These guys are so open at the, right down the middle there. Right down the middle there. So we'll have to move these spears quite a bit, I think. It's a scary situation to be in. It's a scary situation to be in, but I think we'll be okay. Go ahead and get these guys grouped up. Guard mode for you as well. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. All right. Let's do this. Fire away these Marauders right off the bat over here. Oh, we're going to take a bad hit there from the whip. That's not too bad. All right, pull back right away. Just shoot at whatever we can as we pull back, because those hounds are going to come, like, chasing us, right? And I have to be careful about that. In comes the artillery. Fire right off the bat. Oh my goodness, what are you hitting? Just some trees? That's not ideal. Fire over here. There's a nice big clump over here. Fire in the middle. Where are these shots going? They're trying to hit some of these Warhounds. Why would you do that? It's because they came out first. It's okay, it's okay. We switched our angle of fire now. We're trying to hit some of these clumps over here. Push you up a little bit, get some more shots in. Come on, artillery. Come on. We don't have that much ammo. Hit these demonettes. In comes another volley. Give me some damage here. Yes, okay, pretty good. Pretty good. What was that, 7 kills? Not amazing, but it's something. In comes another volley. These things shoot pretty quickly, eh? Okay, good stuff, good stuff. Get you firing away up over here instead, perhaps. You pull them back. Okay, this is not perfect. Do I crush these Warhounds using these Knights? Yes, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Shot that nonsense down. In comes some shots over there. These hounds are coming from the side over here. Oh, good hits up there. That was beautiful. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt a lot. Not much I could have done there. Let's fire away at these Marauder Horsemen. In comes the cavalry. Yes, good stuff. These guys are coming through over here. Got to keep an eye on that. Good shooting over here. Pull back a little bit. Ranged units are firing away as well. These Marauder Horsemen are about to give up, I think. Yes, in come the rear charges from the stubborn bulls. Good charge there, I hope. Yes, decent bit of work. Move these Knights of More around. Maybe get a rear charge on those hounds. These hounds on the right are still there. Go ahead and fire away at these Marauders, please, and get a rear charge down here. Yes, let's go. And these Warhounds. In comes another bombardment. That's going to hurt. We will pull you away. In comes the charges from these hounds. Hopefully hold these guys in place. Artillery fire is continuing. Fire in the middle up over here, perhaps. Let's keep shooting away at these Marauders. These guys have given up. Let's pull out of there with the cavalry. The wolves have come through. Let's push in with the Warhounds. Sorry, let's push in into the Warhounds with these spears is what I meant to say. Well, you're doing okay. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. It's time for firing away at Decasaur himself. Range fire should continue up over here, perhaps. Spears up over here against these Chaos Spawn. Let's get these guys firing up over there. Holding the line over here, still firing away. These guys are chasing over here. These spears, what to do with you? Let's pull these guys over here. And let's pull these guys back, actually. Pull them back. Maybe get some rear charges on the main lines over here. Let's go, let's go. Quickly now, quickly now. Alright, some of our units are giving up on the fight, it looks like. Ubel, how you doing? Firing away Decasaur. Pull back a little bit. Artillery still firing up over there. Sure, still firing at the backs over there as well. Ubel's pulling over this way a little bit. Get these guys firing at Decasaur, perhaps. Let's get some rear charges from the cavalry. Let's go. Artillery, it might be time to hold your fire, I think. They did do a lot of work, but it's time to hold their fire, I think. In comes a whip over here. We're fine. In comes a rear charge. Come on, give me a good hit on these demonettes, please. In we go. Yeah, morale is dropping. Excellent. Let's get the stubborn bulls set up to rear charge up over here, I think, maybe. We've done pretty well. We've done pretty well. Crossbows, let's pull you back a bit, perhaps. You guys charging up there. All right, stubborn bulls into the Chaos Sorcerer over here, I suppose. In comes the charge. I mean, that's not going to be a particularly glorious charge or anything. Let's go ahead and pull these guys back. Let's pull these guys back as well. These guys are charging in, so we'll get some rear charges onto them. Crossbows, how you doing? Let's pull them back a little bit, I think. I feel like they're a little lost in the chaos here. These spears can come around and perhaps hit. Let's get these guys... No, come on, come on, come up. No, there we go. I wasn't able to give them an order for a moment there. These Warhounds giving chase. Turn around, countercharge. Nope, turn around, hit these Marauders instead. And pull these guys down over here against the Forsaken. That's really not far enough for a good charge. These Pistoliers still firing away. These spears are going to return. Good stuff. Can we get you firing up over here, please? Let's go. Right, good stuff, good stuff. Fire freely, please. And get these guys charging in from the sides there. And get these guys charging in from the sides here as well. Charges from both sides. This should work out quite well for us. In we go. Come on now. Good hits. Yeah. Second cavalry unit is going to come through. It's not going to get as many clean hits, unfortunately. It's okay. Did a bit of damage there. Did a bit of damage there. Pull these guys back. It wasn't my cleanest, but it's okay. Getting some work done. Pull these guys back, please. Keep these guys firing on this side against these marauders. Yeah, spears. Decasaur is causing us some trouble. Let's try and surround him. Ubel, can I pop this on you? And then, I mean, not that that's going to make much of a difference, I guess. And pop this on you as well. Get all the crossbows and stuff firing over there. Let's get these guys charging in once more. Maybe get them in from 2 different angles. Send these guys against these Hell Scourges instead. Bring you down over here against these Demonettes. In we go. Come on, give me something nice over here. Give me something nice over here. In we go, in we go. Good hits, yeah. Cool, and over here as well. Gonna get some charges in. Yeah, good stuff. Not too bad. How are we doing over here? Ubel, you're firing away? You getting some work done? Get you firing up over there. There's the victory. Good stuff. Pleased enough with that, but we have to keep the damage going. That, like, suddenly flipped. It went from, like, is anything happening to all of a sudden victory. I'll take it, gladly, obviously, but I wasn't sure what was gonna go down there for a moment. Chase these guys down, please. Got Sorcerer over here. Let's go ahead and fire away, please. Get you firing at Decasaur. Can I not actually kill that guy? Chase him down. Chase him down. Let's go. In a way, keeping him alive might not be a terrible idea, but the Sorcerer I would very much like to kill, please. We've not done enough damage at all. Wow, they're going to get away for sure. Right by the edge of the map over here. They're definitely getting away. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I think all these units are probably going to get away. They're quite quick. They're quite quick. Fair enough. You know what? I will take that victory. Hopefully we've done enough damage and minimize the amount we've taken. We can now pull back after having done this damage with a bit more, I think, like security that the situation up north is a bit better taken care of. Why don't we cause a bit more damage over here, actually? Let's speed the time up. Yeah, only got a couple of cavalry units, but they'll get some work done. Did we lose a unit? I thought we lost a unit. We might have. I can't do a quick count over here right now, but I did see the green flag go up, and I couldn't tell if it was warriors fleeing or if it was an entire unit that was completely destroyed. We'll find out in a moment's time, I suppose. Still chasing after him, eh? It's okay. If he lives now in such a beaten state, we can potentially chase this army down and wipe it out completely, or frighten them off, basically, right? So that might work out well enough. Oh boy. It was a risky decision to dive into this battle. I think we've done well enough. I think we've done well enough. You have how many left? Oh, I guess you're done. Cool. That's the battle done. And a close victory. As predicted, I'm okay with that. Hopefully I didn't lose a unit, though. But I wouldn't be surprised if we lost one. Oh, yeah. I think we lost a unit of swords there. I think we did. Was this the unit that was already pretty badly hurt? I think so. I think what must have happened is Decasaur and his Sorcerer kind of pushed through right at the beginning and just managed to get into these swordsmen. Or no, you know what? No, I don't think it was that. Because these swords were a little bit to the right, right? Yeah, it must have been something else. I didn't notice. I think I was so busy, so preoccupied with those Warhounds and where my artillery was firing. Wasted a couple of shots, the artillery. Wasted, I think, one volley at least. But they got a lot of work in them. Look at that, 247 kills. That's no joke. I'm very pleased that we went with that pick compared to the Flagellants, who might have got maybe 100 kills or so before being wiped out. I'm pleased enough with that, but dang, that's our first unit lost in a very long time, isn't it? It's too bad. It's too bad. It's always a shame to lose units, but we did so much damage to Decasaur's army over here. Only 147 troops remaining. We lost less than 500. They lost 1,100. We were pretty evenly matched, I would say, all things considered. Ubel managed to survive, and that's honestly quite a surprise. I thought Ubel was going to die there. Stubborn Bulls, 134 kills. Knights of More, 77 kills. These crossbows and the handgunners as well, they got a lot of work done. 40 to 60 kills across the board, give or take. Overall, good stuff. Overall, pretty pleased with that. Let's go ahead and take the money. Thank you very much. This army's going to pull back because it wasn't in a forced march or anything. Do I chase and destroy? Do I chase and destroy? I think that might be a good idea. I think that might be a good idea, actually. Chase and destroy, and then pull back to, like, the Brass Keep or something to replenish. Thank you very much, Peasant. Charmed Shield as well. Sure, good stuff. Now, before we dive in, I would like to auto-resolve that battle, because this isn't worth fighting. And if I auto-resolve it, I think we'll minimize our losses as well. But we might lose a unit if I don't do a bit of merging here. So why don't we go ahead and merge you into these guys. We go from Silver 2 to what? We stay at Silver 2, because they were significantly larger in size, so that's good. Get that done. These guys, I wouldn't mind. See, the thing is, once I return to the Brass Keep, or perhaps Hockland, Oh, you know what? I would actually like to return to Wolfenburg, because Wolfenburg has better recruitment options. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So I would like to try and come back over here. It's just I'm concerned that Hammer might block our angle there, which would be unfortunate. I think the swords should be able to survive. 18 stack. I think they should be fine. Let's go ahead and get another step of pistol core over here. I think that made quite a difference in that battle. And let's send Ubel in this current state. Decisive victory, low casualties. No one's going to die. Go ahead and auto-resolve that one. Good stuff. Beautiful. Beautiful. Only 3 soldiers lost. I love it. Take the money. Thank you very much. And can I get back towards Wolfenburg? Assured assailant. Indeed he is. Potion of foolhardiness. I would say so. Egelus and Decasaur have both been killed in battle. Very pleased with how this is going so far. Now, how far back can we go with a forced march? That far back. Hammer, how close can you get? Up to there. So I should maybe be able to return to Wolfenburg from that angle. Or I could go into in-camp stance and get some replenishment. How much? A little bit. Not bad, actually. That's not terrible. Especially for Ubel himself. Force march down to there. The Sarl can only come so far as to here, let's say. Or here, maybe. We can sneak by them to Wolfenburg, replenish, recruit, return to the fray. Throt? Throt's the scary one. Throt's the scary one. Is Throt gonna pop up to here, try and hit us maybe? I'm not sure. Alright. Let's do this. Up to there. Yeah, good stuff. And go ahead and level Ubel up as well. Get you what? I didn't notice he had another skill point, actually. Emperor's Finest, perhaps? Spears, swords, flagellants, and halberdiers. These are like the mainstay of all of our armies, pretty much. Or do we go for like Destroy the Heart or Seasoned Marksman, just to improve his own capabilities? You know? Wouldn't be a terrible idea. Would not be a terrible idea. Let's go with Emperor's Finest first, and then we'll turn around to Destroy the Heart, I think. Something like that. Building upgrade available. Down at Ostermark, I say we keep you as you are for now. Mordheim. What else do we have here? Damaged building, I assume that's Northern Sylvania, yes. Fort Oberstyr, is it finally time to upgrade you? 2,004 turns. Yeah, let's do that so we can upgrade this thing as well. Waldenhof, do I repair you? How much does it cost? 1,000? Nah, that can wait. That can wait. Imminent Rebellion, yes. Painfully aware of that. Hopefully it won't cause us too much trouble. And that's the turn done, is it really? That's all of our movements done? I guess so. Karl is over here. We have this army rushing over to Hergig, yes. Slowly replenishing. Not loving the rate of replenishment there. And over here, yeah, I guess Nicholas is replenishing a bit. And I just don't know how to approach the situation here. Do I go up over here and secure R now? That'll allow these guys to come through and take Jisuru. Just not sure. But let's go ahead and turn our attention to up over here as we hit the end turn button and see what the AI does. Really concerned about this this double team potential over here. But yeah, we'll see what the AI does. Very pleased though with how we took care of Decasaur there. We have pushed the ecstatic legions back. They're not so ecstatic anymore, I should hope. But we have to regroup right now. Again, Ulrich, right? That's Gottrik's replacement? Yeah, Ulrich's army. Oh, that's really close. I hope that doesn't lock this army in place. I hope we're able to get away from that. That's very close up over here. Don't like that. But yes, Ulrich's army is coming up, and Ulrich and Ubel together I think will be able to push back against all this nonsense. A bit more confidently. But until then, we have to, yes, pull back, regroup, defeat the rebellion that'll be popping up at Hergig, right, for Hochland. The Sarl have landed as well. Be the best. What is this now? Recruit rank increase across everything, but recruitment cost increase across everything as well. Fair enough, fair enough. The Council of States. What do we have here? The Council of States is an important group of advisors that grew from the demands of running the Empire day to day. There are far too many for one man or woman to keep track of. Prominent family members or nobles of each state are frequently appointed as consultants on matters of imperial law, finance, diplomacy, and military matters, amongst other things. A seat on the council has become available, and the states of the Golden Order and Hochland have both put forward candidates to fill it. It is certain that your endorsement of one of them will tip the balance one way or the other, informing the final decision. Well, the Golden Order, I think, is the juicier target for Confederation, right? Why is it currently 8? I thought they were at 9. I guess I guess it was at 8. I was just misremembering. Let's pop it up to 9, though. And if we can confederate the Golden Order relatively soon, I'm sure there is plenty of money to be made, and there's some provinces to be secured as well, right? In the mountains, and of course, southern Sylvania as well. So, endorse the Golden Order's candidate. Support the state's candidate for the council position. Get them one step closer to Confederation. Feeling pretty good about this. Hochland has had its rebellion outside of Hergig, right? Yeah, what do we have over here? Greenskins, really? Well, that's a bit of a surprise. Not what I was expecting. A Wolfram is ready for duty as well. Okay, good stuff. And we're going to have a rebellion at Blackwater as well. Ah, come on. Really? Bunch of dwarfs rising up, I suppose. If I stop collecting income here, will I buy myself some time? I will. I'll buy myself, what, 5 turns? See, because here's what I'm thinking. Either I could send Karl down over here to crush that rebellion, or I could stop charging them, like stop collecting taxes, right? Giving us 5 turns as opposed to just this 1 turn, and then Karl can go up, secure Karak Ungor, and then come down to deal with the rebellion over here. I assume it's going to be dwarfs and not vampires. It could be, but I assume it's going to be dwarfs. I think I prefer... Like, how much of a difference does that make? 130 gold, right? That's not all that much. That's not all that much. We'll make that back in a couple battles. So, Karl, let's go ahead and keep you focused on the original task at hand, securing Karak Ungor. Suffer attrition up there, right? What if I... go up in like encamp stance? I'll take like 3 turns to get up there. Raid stance is even tighter. Forced march is probably the call. Let's go ahead and creep up, see how much damage we'll actually take. We're pretty good against attrition. Karak Ungor, there is an army over here. There is their capital as well, Karak Khazid Irkala, sorry. I don't much care for that. Oh, hello. I do worry about this though. That's a little concerning. Oh, that's more than a little concerning. Okay, maybe this is a bad call. Because the moment we take Karak Ungor, they'll just come back and take it again. So you know what? Let's go ahead and pull back. Alright, not like that. Because if we're in forced march and they manage to catch up to us somehow and then I can't even retreat, I'll be in a lot of trouble. So we'll leave it be for now. I hope they don't sandwich us. I hope they don't block us off. This was... I ventured too deep and too greedily. I need to pull back, and we'll start charging these guys again next turn. I still need to buy some time so that Karl can come down over here and crush the rebellion shortly after it pops, I think. So they're not able to form into a full stack. But yeah, that was a bit of a mistake. Oops. Down over here, let's go ahead and send Ulrich up still. Yes. Is it going to take you that long to get up there, man? What if I get you in a encamp stand? He's just not fast, is he? He's not very fast. All right, let's keep you moving up. Keep replenishing slowly but surely. And now the moment of truth. This army, are you able to pull back? Okay, thank God we are. Right back to Wolfenburg. Can I go with a regular march? Just short of it. The reason why I say a regular march is because then we might be able to actually recruit as well. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. I'd be trespassing against Ostland. Sure, let's go ahead and speak to Ostland. Oh, can I not? Isn't it a double click? Yeah, that opens up diplomacy. Ostland, where are you at? I wish there was a search bar over here. Or is there one and I just don't see it? No, I don't see one. Never click that button. Ostland. Ostland? Where are you? Have we broken the game a little bit? I think we have. I didn't miss them. Oh no, I think we've broken the game a little bit. I think by reinstating an Elector Count who we've confederated already, the game's confused. Are they destroyed or aren't they? Because, yeah. Oh no. So I guess we'll have to go to war with them to take their territory. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame. That's a bit of a bug, I would say. Let's see what kind of quick deals are available, if any, because we're in this menu anyway. Might as well do that real quick. Nothing. So I guess we'll trespass against them. I guess we'll have to trespass against them. Now, can the Saul reach us? They cannot. Can Throt reach us? Should be just short if we get all the way down to here. Replenish pretty quickly. The other option is, of course, to actually enter Wolfenburg with a forced march, but then we wouldn't be able to recruit any units. And I'm just not sure which I prefer. Look at that gold rank right off the bat over here. My goodness. Kind of tempting to actually merge these guys and recruit a replacement unit. We also have Outriders, like full-on Outriders, not with grenade launchers. Some Pistoliers if we wanted some more. And Empire Knights 2. Huh, no swords or anything though, eh? That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny to think about. Damn. I think, you know what? I might actually be better off going into Wolfenburg. Hop in a Wolfenburg. Helps our replenishment just a little bit more. And then we'll be here for an extra turn anyway, I think, because Ulrich will arrive to defend Hergig. So we'll be here for another turn, and the next turn I'll do the recruiting. At least this way we have less time spent replenishing, and I think that balances out a bit more nicely. If I merge these two, we can't get swords here, so perhaps not unless I do global recruitment, but that takes 2 turns. So let's stay put over here like this as we are. Fair enough. Didn't work out exactly as I'd wanted or hoped, but we'll be fine, I think. This was the big mistake, though. That's going to cost me... Holy... Okay. For a moment, I thought we were at Jisaru, and I was like, why are there so many, like, broken axe agents around me? But no, that was me misreading it. Look at the 16 stack. My goodness. Nicholas is a full stack. I suppose we can stay put over here. I can try and bait these guys out. Ambush success chances 45, 70% over here. I wouldn't be able to actually ambush them on their way over. I might bait them into Jisaru, but they'll just burn it down, I think, at this point. Pull down to here. Slightly damaged, but not the end of the world. Pull down to here. And ambush. Maybe as they come by. Nah, they'll take the road. They'll avoid that ambush for sure. But maybe they'll at least come out, and then I can pop in and crush them. We'll see. We are still replenishing, so hopefully we'll be at full strength at the end of the next turn. Building upgrade available. And what's this? Mordheim. Leave you be. We're still bleeding money, so leave you be for now. Damaged building, same thing over here. Might even cancel the upgrade at Fort Oberstyr, to be perfectly honest. We'll see if it becomes desperate. But otherwise, that's the turn. Cool. Let's go ahead and see what happens up over here, because I think this is where most of the concerns are, right? Go ahead and hit the end turn button. Just a little worried about how the AI is going to find an opportunity to exploit up over here. I think destroying Decasor's army and pulling back to Wolfenburg was the right call there. That's going to slow the Ecstatic Legion down a little bit at least. And they were the big threat at the moment. I mean, Throt is scary, don't get me wrong, and Throt is moving towards Wolfenburg, so I do not like that. Wouldn't be surprised if we get put under siege next turn. But I think with a garrison at Wolfenburg and Ubel's army, we should be able to push Throt back. And then, of course, we do have Ulrich's army to the south as well. He'll be arriving at Hergig, perhaps destroying the Greenskins this very turn coming up right now. The Greenskin Rebellion, I mean. And then we'll have that army up there by Wolfenburg as well, right? And we should be okay against Throt, hopefully. I guess I'm glad I pulled back to Wolfenburg for the replenishment as well. We might not be able to complete the recruitment that I wanted, but I think that's okay. A supervisor for Ubel, that's good. Extra campaign movement range and line of sight. And he's got Grievous as well, sure thing. Clergy of Sigmar has been researched. So if I wanted to make a move towards Witch Hunters, now's the time to do so. And actually, on that note, and with the reduction of corruption as well, have we... Oh, you know what? We've actually reduced corruption quite a bit. Quite a bit, wow. That's nice to see. Still some corruption up over here. Castle Tempelhof. It's going down quickly enough. Cool, alright. What do these guys do? Yeah, see, like... And where did that army go, right? I think pulling back is the right call for sure. Go ahead with regular stance at first. Pull back away from the attrition. Looking okay. Forced march? Or do I fear that Azag and his wall are still close by? I don't know if they're able to use the underway to get over here-ish. But then I would have been able to see them, right? Because they can't pop into ambush stance after using the underway. So I should be safe to force march, move just that little bit further out, and rush our way down over here. We'll probably allow this to... It'll pop next turn. Okay, we'll leave it be for one more turn. Let it pop, let it grow a little bit, because then it'll help our control. And by that time, Karl Franz will have arrived and we'll crush the rebellion. Cool. But right, so what I was saying was on the topic of corruption and witch hunters and all that good stuff, I was wondering if I shouldn't actually get the tap room over here, and then eventually get the tavern as well. Tap room primarily to improve control, but control is already on its way up without us needing any like garrison or anything over here. It's not going up at a great rate, but you know, it is going up. It is going up. And do I really want to invest that much money on something that I don't necessarily need, or would I rather get the weaving house going? Costs 500, generates 250. It'll make its money back in 2 turns time. It'll slow the bleed ever so slightly. I need 3 of these, basically, right? I need 3 of these. Where are we? Well, 262 technically, but 3 of these will take us out of the red. I can make 1 there. I can get 1 here. Even though they only go up to level 3, I think they're worth doing. So that's 2. Where can I get a 3rd one? Can I get a 3rd one? Emperor Bad. It's like, yeah, It's tempting to cancel some of these things, isn't it? I suppose I can get a third one over here at Altdorf, even if they're temporary, just to keep our economy in the black. We'll have very little money left over for any emergency expenses. All right, one seems a little wasteful, doesn't it? But I need to supplement my economy, even if it is with temporary buildings that will destroy eventually. I need to supplement my economy. Castle Drakenhof. What else can we build here? What else will I build here, really? That's the real question. Templehof, let's go ahead and get this going over here as well. Sure. Because ideally, I won't need to do a lot of recruitment and stuff down over here. Ideally, we don't need all those military buildings over here, because ideally, we stay friends with the dwarfs, especially with Talabekland becoming another recruitment center, right? Hopefully, we can actually keep these buildings here and upgrade them as time goes on. But that is one at Castle Tempelhof, one at Castle Drakenhof, and one at Altdorf as well. Kind of funny to think about, but it'll be 3 times 250 plus some percentages here and there. That'll take us out of the hole, and we'll stop bleeding money constantly. All right, good stuff. I'm pleased enough with that. Let's go ahead and make some money through battle. Ulrich, let's dive you into this army led by Durkit. A 13 stack versus our 19 stack. Kind of damaged, but should be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if we actually get a decisive victory. Low casualties. Go ahead and auto-resolve that. No need to fight it. Good stuff. Rebellion crushed. Took a touch of damage there. Holy, 354 kills on the Mad Bombardiers, 390 kills on the Descending Suns. That is absolutely ludicrous. I love it. 100 kills across the board for pretty much all of the crossbows as well. Oh my god. I will take the extra money. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Yeah, that'll keep us going for a bit longer. Durkit is gone. The rating is gone, so that's why the money's looking a bit better as well. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And why don't we go ahead and upgrade Ulrich. 1 skill point. Spend it towards Lightning Strike. Let's get Lightning Strike at tier 3. That thing is going to come in handy more often than we are willing to admit, I think. And I think what I can do is I can pop into Hergig and then rush up to Wolfenburg next turn. Because right now we can't reach it anyway, so why go part way? Right, let's go into Hergig. Let's get the extra replenishment. That is a decent bump. We could also recruit over here now. We can get some spears, I suppose. Everything else will take 2 turns, right? Unless I want some archers. Sure, it's probably not a bad idea to get some more units in here. The one thing I would like maybe is to get a witch hunter or something in here. Or yeah, there are definitely heroes that I wouldn't mind acquiring, you know? Brat is almost certainly going to strike at Wolfenburg. Oh, he's got those plague clock catapults as well. God, I hate them so much. I mean, I love using them. I hate going up against them. Ubel. Wolfenburg, what is your garrison? Pretty good, actually. Yeah, I think if he does... He's going to attack, he's not going to assault, he's going to keep us under siege. The question then becomes is, do I want to pull back so we can keep the replenishment going? Or do I want to stay inside? Oh man. Especially for these swords is the question, especially for those swords. If I come out, they might engage us outside and then draw us out of all the defensive benefits, right? You know what? Let's stay in Wolfenburg, and in case he doesn't attack us, let's go ahead and get some recruitment going. I wouldn't mind getting... What do I want here? Oh my goodness. What do I want? I've got 2 slots. 2 units of Outriders? Or do I want some of these gold rank spears to make up for the ones we merged? Definitely some Outriders. Okay, that's all I can afford. Yikes. Ah, damn. Do I cancel this upgrade down over here? Do I cancel this upgrade down over here so I can afford more units? Yeah, I think so. Actually, you know what? No. We'll leave it be, because if I do recruit more units, especially higher tier ones, those 3 weaving houses I'm building won't be worth anything. We won't actually get the benefit to our economy. So we'll leave Ubel as he is. We'll leave Ulrich down over here, recruiting a unit of spears. Sure, because that's guaranteed, whereas the recruitment at Wolfenburg is not guaranteed. Sure, we'll leave that be. And Karl, where you at? You already moved this turn. Cool. Nicholas, where you at? You've already moved this turn as well, right? No. Oh man, these guys did not come out. They did not take the bait. Oh, do I have 45%? 45%? God damn, why aren't there some trees up over here? Why couldn't there be some trees up over here? 45% is way too low, but I mean, I guess I could try and take that risk. Trespassing if I go over there, though. Really? That's an annoying layout. Military access, perhaps? They're not interested. Fair enough. Well, we'll stay put then. Nicholas will stay put. And hopefully this will work out for us. Alright, that's it. That's all the money we can spend right now. Let's go ahead and hit the end turn button and once more see what the AI does. Oh, we have new tech available, of course. Manorialism for extra Lord Recruit rank. Don't really care about that, I'll be honest. I don't think right now. Assembly line giving us more income from industry. That is probably a good idea. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And we can consider maybe, Engineers Guild or something next. This is probably the right call. And you know what I realized, by the way, is... having the Sunmaker in this army is going to be extra helpful against a bunch of rats. So, with that said, and Nicholas not moved, let's go ahead and hit the end turn button and see... Oh, that's Ubel. What we get? A little nervous. A little nervous. Hope we'll be okay. Again, if Thront puts us under siege, that's fine. I'm not going to let him cause too much attrition damage, obviously. We'll send Ulrich in and we'll crush that army. No problem. No problem. And then hopefully we're strong enough, we've maintained enough numbers to keep pushing north. Well, that's interesting. We've scared him off of besieging us, I assume. He's taking a lot of money, though. That 260 gold is no joke. We're going to have to step out and attack him with both of our armies, I think. We can't just let him get away with that. We can't just let him get away with that. Not a chance. What else? Anything else? The Barrow Legion, you going to make some moves? Is their turn already done? I think so. I actually can't remember where... I think the Vampire Counts come later. There we go, yeah. No. Yes, no, maybe so. Where are the Sarl as well? Where are they in all this? Ambush foiled, Nicholas was spotted. Okay, so what do they actually do? Hello. Theobald with his 19 stack, if we can hit that, and then... Yeah, see, they're already recruiting another army. How are you able to afford so many armies? If I hit Theobald right now, I should be able to... Ooh... That's actually a challenging battle, it looks like. The balance of power is not in our favor, and they do have 2 sets of Cairn rates. They've got a Vampire of Death. They have a Master Necromancer as well. That Invocation of Nehek is going to cause us some trouble. And a lot of Crypt Horrors. X-Rays, Terrorgeist, Crypt Horrors. How did the Barrow Legion end up more technologically advanced than the Vampire Counts of Sylvania? My goodness. You shouldn't be able to afford this army that you're fielding right now. Impossible. Cheating AI. Oh, damn, our 3 weaving houses are not good enough. We have 2 turns, we have 1 turn worth of money. We have to go into battle. Well, fortunately, as Tyrion claims, the Sword of Cain, this should be a good moneymaker for us. And then up over here, yeah, we can get this army all the way up to here with a forced march. And we can send Ubel in to actually strike at Throt. That balance of power is not in our favor, so let's not get it twisted. We're not guaranteed a success over here. This is the regular march. With a forced march, how far can we go? Even further. Good. So if he does retreat, we'll be able to chase and finish him off, while Karl down over here is going to pull towards... Okay, fine. Waldenhof. The corruption here isn't bad enough for us to suffer attrition anymore, it looks like, so that's good. All the way back to Waldenhof. Get some replenishment. Oh yeah, by the time we get here, we'll be fine. So let's go ahead and allow this rebellion to trigger. Even though its control has hit 0 now, I would rather allow the rebellion to trigger so that we can get public order a bit higher, or get control a bit higher, crush the rebellion, get some more, battle experience and all that kind of stuff, and then we'll come back and consider Karak Ungor. That's just a very scary pair of armies coming through. I mean, yeah, our strength is higher than theirs, but, 1 army against 3 of theirs, right? Like, do the math. that balance of power is considering all of our armies versus all of theirs, not just 1 against all of theirs. So money's being made now. That's good. Is that because... Why? Why is that? I'm not sure why that is.
Is it time?
I'm not sure why that is. And yes, Ubel, I think it is time. Let's go ahead and get Ulrich all the way up to here. Wouldn't mind a bit more replenishment, but I don't think we have time to waste. We have a golden opportunity over here, right? Let's pull you up to here. And if we dive in... Really? That balance of power can't be right. Surely that doesn't take into account our reinforcements. How long will they take to arrive? Ulrich is a newcomer. He won't have all those benefits that make reinforcements quicker, right? Though I think Ubel's Lightning Strike is probably going to help out a little bit on that front. I'm not using it at tier 3, but the reinforcement rate reduction, right? Because if I recall correctly, the first 2 tiers... Does this apply... Oh no, it just slows enemy reinforcements down. It doesn't speed our reinforcements up. I'm mixing up 2 traits. They're 2 separate things. Ah, dang. So, Throt might actually be able to cause a fair bit of damage, especially with those Plague Claw catapults before reinforcements even come through. the Sunmaker might be out-artilleried. That is a terrifying prospect. A prospect we'll be dealing with next time, folks. I think this is a good spot to end this session on, a bit of a cliffhanger, as we have kind of committed to striking at Throt over here. That's one thing, and on the other hand, over here, we really have to push in and eliminate Theobald as well for our economy, for our situation with the Blackstone Post. There's some golden opportunities both here and up against Throt. I think this is a good kind of cliffhanger to end things on, as we see the Sarl have claimed Norden as well. I think that happened this last turn, which means Hamma's army, if that's the one that did the colonization, is probably pretty weakened. So we push Throt back, we go up there and see what we can do. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you've been enjoying this series. If you have, and if you would like to see it all continue, please don't hesitate to keep letting me know by hitting the like button down below and leaving a comment as well. This has been a very interesting session, I think, at least in terms of our developments against the Ecstatic Legion and just the situation both to the north and to the south. I'm excited to see where it goes next time. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.